Okay, back to 2. Please, 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 please. Yeah!
What's going on, guys? Wanted to say real quick, sorry for the delay on this video. It took me like over a week to film everything that we did, and it's taken me a couple days to edit it. It's probably gonna be out tomorrow whenever you're seeing this. And yeah, sorry about the delay. Another thing I wanted to say shout out to the people over at Grepro, is I believe how you announce it. I don't know. I'm gonna put the link in the description for this thing. They were kind enough to send me this for free. It's like a battery jumper or starter, car starter, but it's also like a compass, a flashlight. It has some ports to charge your phone and stuff. It's kind of like a portable battery, but it can also start your car. They sent me this for free. It was really nice of them. They didn't pay me any money, but I'm gonna leave the link in the description because I used it during this video and it actually worked well. It started my big ass dually, so you know that's good, and came in handy, and I appreciate them sending me this. So yeah, check them out. I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Let's get straight into it. A lot of fun stuff in today's video, so I hope you guys enjoy. Peace.
What's up, guys? Today's a fun, exciting video because today's the day that I try to put this big ass Duramax on my old ass lift. This thing is big as hell. I don't even remember the last time we had a truck this big on our backyard lift. And I need to get this thing on the lift for numerous reasons, but more than anything, my transmission pan has decided to start leaking, and it's leaking all over the place in everybody's driveway and making everybody mad. So I just spent 180 bucks on the new gasket and some ATV and some ultra black and some more fluid and a bunch of other stuff, and I think maybe the full-wheel drive motor encoder for the transfer case came in, maybe, and so I'll slap that down there. But I haven't had this thing on the lift yet. I like getting all my vehicles on the lift, and we're gonna do it now. It's gonna be a little bit sketchy, so we're gonna pull this thing up and hopefully we don't die.
Damn, boy, he's thick!
All right, let's try that. I don't know, I got a good feeling. I don't know, boss. It's so funny, I've lifted up so many vehicles before. Why is this one just so scary? It's like, this one really does feel like a just like you're lifting a death machine. I'm not lifting this thing up anymore. I really don't really don't trust this. This thing is leaking transmission fluid. I'm assuming it's leaking from the gasket, and then these bolts are dripping. So that's what we need to address. Looks nice and clear. That's a good thing. Keep in mind it's brand new. I did do this really not very long ago at all. So there's that. Looking good though. All right. That did not need to be that tight. Whatever. All right. And that's it. There we go. Okay. A little bit more fluid here. Here's the old gasket, which, I mean, it really doesn't look that bad. So, right here is our filter, which I believe just pops down. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. There goes all that. Oh, man, come on. Oh, I'm making a huge mess. All right, so here's where I'm at. Went to my pop shop, found some gasket sealer that I think's gonna work fine. Went ahead and cleaned up the outside edges, so we're good there. And I did put that new filter in. There's plenty of videos showing it. Anyways, so now all that's left for us to do is clean this pan up all around, brake clean it off, and then stick that new filter on, and then put our spin on back on with the new magnet, and figure out what I did with that gasket maker. Oh, here it is. I know it works good because I had to put it in the vise just to get the damn handle off of it. I'm using this to clean it, and I'm just gonna brake clean it all off when we're done there. Yeah, I don't know why even working around a transmission don't confuse me, but it stressed me out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It's not like I've had a super horrible experience with the transmission before. I blew a tranny once, but I forgot his name. Ugh. What we need to do is seal this John. Make sure that we do a good job at sealing it at that. So I think what I'm going to do is put a little bit of sealant on the back side, on the outskirts. And I'm gonna stick her down. All right, I got this thing caked up pretty good, probably more than I even need to. I'm gonna try to be quick about this. All right, brother. Got one there. All right. Looks good. Zip her up. Yeah, that one doesn't really like the angle I'm throwing at it. Where is my hand ratchet? I want it snug, but not crazy. So I just went ahead. We're reusing this one because it's like brand new. I went ahead and I filled it up basically to the top with that transmission fluid. My dad just always taught me to fill whether it's an oil filter, the spin-on, any filter, he basically always had me fill it to the top to basically make sure that the system ain't running to completely dry. I mean, it's one of those things where I don't really think there's any harm in not. I mean, you're not gonna hurt it by filling it with what it's usually always filled with anyways, you know. So did a general inspection. Everything's kind of like caked up, but I mean overall everything looks pretty good. And the exhaust looks good. Looks like it was done professionally. I don't know why this clamp is leaking like that, or if it was something else that was leaking, or maybe something spit up everywhere. I have no clue. If anybody knows about that, you should let me know. Looks like they replaced this rear seal, which is cool. Eventually we're gonna have to take the front that front this shit, we're gonna have to take that out so we can use that four-wheel drive motor. And I have the front and rear axle fluid. We also need to drain that fuel filter. That's for the air dog. Or no, this isn't an air dog. This is just a lift pump of some type. Looks like it has a condenser or something, or maybe that's a filter. I have no clue. There's your fuel tank. There's no way to see how the brake pads look on the back. We're gonna have to take them tires off to see. And then I noticed on this side that, yeah, this truck was maybe white at some point. That's what I'm gathering from that. Wouldn't be surprised, because the paint kind of sucks. So I think we're ready to go, basically. And then yeah, I got this mess of wires. I got to put the painted fender liner and caps and all that stuff back on here sometime soon. I got my work cut out for me, I really do. I'm glad we got it done, but yet again, I'm going to be tired tomorrow. I need everybody to say a prayer right now for me that this goes fine. Which it should. Everything went fine. Everything always goes fine. There we go. Easy, girl. All right. The back has landed. Front has landed. We have made landfall. So I was reading up on this gasket sealer stuff that I used, and it says that this is a slow drying type. I'm gonna play it safe and wait until tomorrow morning to put the transmission fluid back in, just in case it needs to settle overnight, because I just don't feel like doing it twice. That's why. Do I need an explanation? It says slow drying. So I'm going to give it some time to dry. That'll be that. And yeah, man. I'm going to have to leave a bunch of warning signs telling everybody, do not try to move this truck, because there is no fluid in it right now. Zero. Probably perfectly fine right now, but I'm going to play it safe and just do it in the AM when I wake up, which means I get to wake up early tomorrow. Yay. I love going to sleep late and waking up early. I'm going to be in a better mood tomorrow. I promise, man. I promise y'all. I was just up really late last night working on another car and, you know, just getting a lot of stuff done. But I'll see you guys in the morning. We'll fill her up. All right, guys. Well, it's the morning after. Pretty much just woke up and walked out here. And we're going to go ahead and put the transmission fluid back in her. I let it sit and dry overnight, that gasket sealer, so it should be good. Now the fun thing I get to do is try to kind of like halfway hold the Home Depot bucket filled with 2 gallons. I got 2 gallons or so of that fluid sitting in a Home Depot bucket, and I get to try to not spill that everywhere. All right, so here we go. Let's go get our bucket. Try to make this as simple as possible.
Dang, this is a good stretch. Good morning stretch. Is to slap your leg over your hood. Put 2 gallons of transmission fluid in. This does actually make my back feel kind of good, which is weird. All right. There's that. Just gonna start out, put this bitch in gear, go through every gear back and forth, and then back her up.
Check your training fluid later. I put what was in it back in, and then I put probably like an extra quart, and it's reading that if anything it has more than, but I mean it's not gonna hurt it to have extra. I don't really care. It'll be alright. Alright. Reverse. Neutral. Drive. We're moving. That's a good sign. All right, well, looks good. It's not leaking anything under here that I see. Everything looks good. Spin arm's good, fan's good. No, nothing. I say we're good. I want to work on my truck, but I have to clean these stupid dishes. And an ingenious thought came to my head that we can make this whole thing. Oh yeah.
Anthony, no, I'm not doing that.
This shit.
This is even more work for no reason.
No.
Yes.
You know what? It was not a good idea. All right. It works in the sink. If you guys want one of these, I'll leave my Venmo in the description. You could send me $100. I'll ship you one. Enough funny business. This thing's 4-wheel drive don't work, and when I got it, this motor was taken out of it on the transfer case, and the guy claims it just needs a new one. So here it is. I got a new one. If this is the case, in say an hour, maybe even less, my 4-wheel drive should work, and I don't gotta look at that stupid message anymore. And I'm excited for it. The only thing that I don't have, that I should have, that I don't, is the gasket for it. It's nowhere to be found. The guy just didn't include it, I guess. I don't know what happened to it. But you know what? We're gonna put some RTV on that thing and call it a day, because I don't think it really needs a gasket that much anyways. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not waiting any longer. We need a 15mm and 11mm, a ratchet, a couple flatheads for the wiring harnesses. We got to drop the front drive shaft, unbolt it, unbolt a damn
Okay. Damn. Fucking.
some type of skid plate. Take a skid plate out. Take that. Once that's out, oh, I got copyright music in the back. We can't be having that. Maria, dear Maria. I'm tired of getting copyright strike. Too damn bad. Sorry, y'all. All right, what am I saying? We need to jack this thing up and get under here and see what's going on. Let's see how much front end this little jack wants to pick up. So this is your motor that we're gonna be slapping in. All right, we're going under. Come on. All right. So, what do we got? All right, that's your bottom one right there. You got your top one. You guys are just along for the emotional support of having the camera here to talk to. Like I said, there's plenty of videos on how to do this that will show you every angle if you need to see it. I'm not that guy. I'm just here for fun. It should suck in. It's not going to. All right, so since it doesn't want to suck in, I'm just gonna stick this flathead here, see if it'll jam. So now, This thing should just collapse. Oh. All right. I believe now it should just come right out. All right. There we go. Just like that. Oh, I think it's because they got a zip tie. I see. They got this thing zip tied. I thought they didn't replace it, but they did. Okay, there's that. So, with that zip tie off, this probably will just pull out now. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. There's that. All right. Just clean this real quick. Zooted off the fucking brake clean. I may get so high down here, I may steal my own catalytic converter. I'm a genius. We gotta put the brakes on the project. I just realized I ain't got the 3 bolts that hold this thing in. So that's that. I can't do nothing. I can't bolt it in without the bolts. It's a sign that we need the gasket anyways. I'm just gonna leave it just like this. Who needs a front? That's a front drive shaft delete. Who cares? Weight reduction, right? Hey, so I'm looking and it's looking like we need to go to the junkyard. All right, we're gonna order the gasket on Amazon, but I'm gonna go to the junkyard to get the 3 bolts because I can get to the 3 bolts without having to do anything in the junkyard. But I'm not gonna do a bunch of work just to get an old gasket. So it's cheap, so we're gonna get it. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll go get the 3 bolts we need and we'll go from there. But for right now, we're gonna move on to some other stuff. So, all right guys, so here's where we're at. Since we can't do the full drive, I still wanna get something done. So I went to the store and basically I'm sick of looking at this. This is just so horrendous. Then I started polishing up the caps. You see I'm about halfway through there. Got the other 2 that need to be done in here. So I'm gonna finish polishing these and then start taping that wire up and we'll go from there. But yeah, this one looks so much better. It's not perfect, but that looks a lot better. That's just this Mother's mag and aluminum. It's working really well. So that's where we're at, guys. All right, there's that. They look good. Way better than what they looked like before. Glad I took the time to do that. I think they look better on camera. They ain't perfect, but they're gonna look good from 5 feet away. That's just this mag and aluminum polish. That stuff worked good. It's funny, when I first started working on stuff, I thought that I was just gonna get like, eventually just be like way quicker, way better. Things like this were just gonna be an absolute breeze. No big deal. That was not the case. And I'll tell you why. This stuff still sucks to do. You just kind of have like more patience to do it. It's not that it's easy, you just know that there's harder things to do. But there's surely, most definitely, an easier way I could be spending my Thursday night. But I don't want a car payment, so here I am. I gotta see how many of these I got for the other side. Just barely enough is the answer to that question. Oh, I totally forgot the whole reason that we even took any of this apart was for the windshield wiper. Which, I think I have that hose now, though. I done totally forgot. I got all this hose and these fittings and stuff for this thing. So, dang. I need to get me a bolt or whatever. I guess somebody in my comments said the rear, the special Cadillacs or whatever, the rear window had a sprayer, and that's what this extra one could be for. So I'm not going to take it out. I'm just not going to plug it in. Then again, there is a plug for it, so I don't know. But either way, I need to cap this off because it's not doing anything. And I don't want it to have liquid coming out of there. There we go. Now I just need to plug all this stuff back in that I should have plugged in before I did that. That's one there, and then there's one. Thankfully, these plugs have memory. So they're like, hey, I got you, bro. I know where I went. Come on. Boy, how you gonna have the windshield wiper all loose and shit, boy? You goofy for real. I was trying to fix the line and shit, but I didn't think about the fact that I needed to put the little adapter thing in the line before I put it back where I need to put it and shit. And now I'm in a predicament where I might have to undo all that work I just did and shit because this shit ain't gonna work because I can't reach my hand in there and shit. You feel me? So, hold up. Alright, now I'm gonna need the little thingamajigger to plug into the line because we're gonna have to adapt it to the new line to make the new line work with the old line, you know what I'm saying? Shit, hey, you know what they said, ain't nothing good ever come easy. Word is bond. What we gonna have to do is we gonna have to run this shit down, you know what I'm saying, the way that we was supposed to, just like that, and then we gonna have to cut it maybe with like a razor or something. You already know I keep a razor tucked on me like a cracker do. Now we gonna feed this line, you know what I'm saying, through here like a cracker do. This is going to work. I'm gonna have some confidence in myself and just put some bug fluid in this thing. What are the odds this actually works? Where is that even spraying from, dude? From here. Oh. Yeah, that ginormous hole that's right there. Yeah, that probably would leak, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh, don't worry. I got it. All right, now I just need a new connection between there and there. All right, let's see what that does for us. Okay, so the windshield wipers, they work. It like dumps fluid when you fucking use it though. And like, there must be like somewhere along the way, it must be leaking or something. I don't know, something down there. I don't even know, dude. But it's holding the fluid and it's spraying. So that's good enough for me. I'd say I'm happy with that. I don't even care. It took like 10 minutes. I'm just gonna pour this in here and make sure that let me see here. Make sure that it'll actually hold it, and beyond that, who cares? I'm done. All that I really care about is that it's not leaking. Oh, it's dripping. So maybe it is leaking. Good thing I just poured all that in there. Of all the places for it to leak, that's where it's gonna leak. On the stupid motor that we're not even using. So what's gonna happen here is that motor that's leaking. Well, once all the fluid leaks out, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip that out, and then once I'm done ripping that out, I will just plug that hole with something, and that way it won't even matter because it's not gonna be used for anything. And yeah, that's that. So, well, they work. Just need to get that one leak fixed, and we'll finally be done with that. All right, so here I am. Here is my dumb ass bright and early before work at the junkyard, just looking for basically any Chevy truck. We just need basically any full-wheel drive Chevy truck that's gonna have that electric floor shifter. Well, got what I needed on this Cadillac of all things, but I didn't have time to get all 3 bolts, but that's okay. I only needed 1 bolt. That way I can just go to the parts store and find this bolt and use it. All that really mattered to me was that we know what bolt goes in there. A bolt's a bolt, so we'll be able to find these. I just didn't want to get one that's the wrong length or whatever. And this bolt, this was hard to get out. I don't think it's ever been out. And it's blue Loctite it in. I was wondering why it felt so hard, but we're done now. So it's been a few days. I got everything in the mail. I found the bolts I need for the motor. I got the gasket I need in the mail. I thought I was gonna go. My stupid ass, the U-joints that hold the front drive shaft to the front axle, I placed them under the truck. I'll review the footage. I'll wind back for you guys. I put them under the truck and I never put them away. So somewhere along the past few days, they just flew out from under the truck. So now it's 3 o'clock and I gotta go to Advanced Auto Part and spend 20 bucks to go get some more. Well, shout out to Advanced Auto Parts for having the part that I'm missing for my 20-year-old truck. They're good for that. Also, shout out Dickies Pants for being able to shove an entire can of Monster in that motherfucker. Woo! So here it is. Would have been, I spent 2 hours off camera looking for these. They were like 16 bucks at Advance, so now we're ready to go. Got the new stuff. The gasket came in, fits good enough, and then I ended up going to the hardware store. Well, we had 1 bolt that's basically identical to this one, and then I went to the hardware store and found one that matches, so we got the bolts we need. This gasket, right, it goes perfectly with the old one. See how the holes line up. The new one over here is not quite as perfect. The holes are a little bit off, but the bolts still fit through. So I'm gonna just try it. I think it'll be fine because it's close. But just so you guys know, the Amazon gasket with the aftermarket motor does not line up perfectly. I don't think that's the gasket's fault. I think that's the motor's fault. This motor's not identical. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's get back under there. One sec. Shove this through. There we go. All right, now that that's through. All right, she's on there. Got a bolt here. Just gonna do the best I can to line up the gasket and the 2 holes. All right, well, I gotta watch a YouTube video and see what the deal is with this. We're gonna start with the scanner. I'm going to try to clear the codes and see what happens. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It didn't do that before. I wonder, but it still says service full drive. So I don't know what the deal is, but hey, it didn't do that before. So now I'm kind of curious. Maybe it knows what's up. Maybe we did it. Well, now it shows 2 and 4 with still got the service full drive after I cleared it. All right, guys, so I did some investigative research. See that encoder gear position? So how it says invalid? It says invalid because I have neither of these on currently. I took both off, but I did a test. So when I put the new one that we bought on, the switch said it was in too high, but this encoder gear position right here said that it was in full-wheel drive high. So it was wrong. It was in two-wheel drive, the truck was in two-wheel drive, and it said that the encoder gear position was in four-wheel drive high, which was wrong. I put the old broken one back on, and that one read correctly. The encoder gear position read too high, which is, or, you know, whatever, two-wheel drive, which is right. And so I was curious. I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're in different positions. They, in fact, are in the exact same position. So the new one, its encoder gear position is wrong out the gate. At least that's the conclusion I'm coming to. So I think we just got a junk part, which happened to me. I had a 99 GMC Sierra 1500, and I did this exact same song and dance, and I got 3 new ones of these, and they're all bad. So what I'm gonna do from here is, when I had the new motor on, the new junk motor, I got 3 error codes, which I'll probably put up right here. I'm gonna put this old motor, I'm gonna bolt the old motor back on, clear all the codes, and see what codes come up with that motor, and see if they're any different. That way we can maybe try to indicate what the problem is, and maybe figure out what is wrong with this motor, because maybe we can fix this one. So we'll see. I gotta bolt this thing back up, get back under it, plug it back in, and we'll see what's going on. So like I was saying, I got that old one bolted on. The encoder gear position's in two-wheel drive, which it's correct, and it is. Now on this old one, nothing lights up here, and that's the problem I'm having with it. I don't know what is wrong with this motor exactly, but either way, now what I'm gonna do is just clear the codes and see what comes up. All right, well, I accidentally killed the motor, but it's half dead, so it looks like this Grepro or whatever, we're gonna put this thing to the test like right now. All right, both went on pretty easy. If you know these batteries, you know they suck. I got this thing turned on, so I think it's, oh shit. Hey, it worked. Okay. All right, it worked. Hey man, that's pretty good for a little jumper box. I'm kind of impressed by that. You guys are never gonna believe it. I think I found the problem. So I was looking down there, right? And I look over here, and at the top of this boot, if you look, you see that? I have this about halfway pulled out, but this was totally crushed. It's wiring that it was all crushed. I think it was crushed between this boot and somewhere around this general area. It was just totally crushed. So I took it and I pulled it out, and sure enough, all right, right there, I unplugged the pin, and I felt the harness, and I unpopped all of it out. Okay. So I managed to get the harness all the way out, and here we are. Here it is. Here is the problem. See that? That's your problem. That four-wheel drive actuator can't work like that. Looks like you got one hanging on for dear life. Open, crushed. This whole wiring harness got crushed in the suspension. So now what I gotta do, and you can see I pulled a lot of slack out. This is the plug, I unplugged it. Pulled a lot of slack out, but this exhaust thing is in the way. So I'm gonna have to undo it to allow me to actually use the slack that I have, it looks like. Alrighty. So I went ahead and, I know it still looks horrible, but I just tied up a lot of stuff. This is gonna get plugged back in, but everything else I kind of tied up out of the way to the best of my ability. Trust me, it looks a lot better than it did. And then this is what we're working with here now. So we're just gonna start wire by wire, do this side, and then I gotta stick my head in here on this side, get them all heat shrinked. So I'm just gonna see you guys in a second when I get it done. All right, I got all my crimp connectors on there. Just gonna take this, and take that torch on a low setting, heat them up, and then my girlfriend made some dinner, so I'm gonna take a break, wash my dirty ass hands, and then I will meet you guys there. All right, looking good. I'm gonna take a break, come back. I'm probably gonna wrap them wires up, electrical tape them, shove them in there. Then we gotta bring that harness back through, plug it in to the actuator, and then we need to plug this into there, and yeah, hopefully we'll be good. So I'm excited. Something I wanted to show you guys that I thought I showed is look right there. See that? That's my sway bar. Yeah, my sway bar is totally undone, which is cool. Thought I showed that. I don't think I did though. It's just something that I just noticed. I don't know if that happened recently or what, but that could explain why the truck's pulling to the right. I fed as much as I could down there. The tricky part to really show you guys is going to be me getting under here. We can plug this John in now, which went, I don't think it went that way. It didn't go that way, it went like that. Boom. Let's see what it looks like in here now. So this was the code that we had before. Front axle control malfunction. Well, not seeing a service full drive. Check engine light, yeah, service full drive. Okay, so let's see. Let's shut it off. Same deal, front axle control circuit malfunction. I wonder. Kind of the same. Doing the same thing. Well, maybe that actuator is actually bad. I don't know. We'll just leave it at 2, and it's kind of late, so whatever. Look, there's your leak. Well, I'm glad we found that, I guess. Sucks that it's leaking from there. I don't even know how we fixed that. Anyways, there's that. Leaky. And that could definitely be why this is all drippy. And I think the reason you can see it so obviously is because we've had the truck jacked up. Anyways, I think I made delusional out here. I think I'm losing my mind. I think my neck hurts. I think I really don't feel like going to work tomorrow. So we were here just a few days ago when we came for the transfer case bolt. I'm gonna see if that Cadillac's still here, because I may be able to snag another part off of that thing too. But I'm kind of indifferent. There's one right there. We could use that one if we wanted to. That thing looks absolutely caked though, so that's not gonna be our first pick. Anyways, there she is. Lo and behold. So all I should need to do, got my lovely floor mat here. Oh, okay, we should just need this. All right, cool, came loose. Also have to unplug the plug. Shouldn't be too bad.
All right, yeah, it looks to be the same. So yeah, this thing's never been taken out, I can tell, because it looks like it has factory Loctite still on it, or it was replaced and somebody put Loctite on it. Either way, I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's probably good. It looks perfect. Awesome. So there she is. That's what a good sway bar looks like. All right, junkyard trip complete, fresh off work. That's how we do it. Fresh off of motherfucking work. So we're done at the junkyard. I'm gonna swing on home. Really, if I wanted to, I could try this actuator in a parking lot like right now, but I'm gonna get it home first before we start messing with stuff. I also don't even have a front drive shaft in right now, so we gotta get home, buddy. Once we're home free, then we can start fucking with stuff. And that way, if it breaks at my house and not in the middle of the junkyard parking lot. All right, that's a nice cat eye, my boy. All right, well, I smell like ass. I'm ready for another 5 hours of hard labor, haven't ate shit. I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to go.
What's up, guys? All right, let me give you all the scoop. I have to confess. I have some confessions to make. It's been 4 days since I've touched this truck. I admit it. I know, I'm the worst. Well, look, I went to Rolling Loud, which is like a big rap concert, and that ate up my whole entire weekend. It's Tuesday. I came back yesterday, and it didn't feel very good, and honestly, I don't even feel very good today. But more so than that, I think I have been procrastinating, because days ago, whenever the last time I did get the replacement front axle actuator, this guy right here. And this thing takes 2 seconds to replace. So why in 4 days have I not gotten under here and done it? Well, I'm procrastinating. And why am I procrastinating? I'm procrastinating because I don't think that this is actually going to fix the problem. And I'm procrastinating because I've probably recorded over 4 hours of footage, and within the 4 hours of footage and, I don't know, days of labor, not only have we not really fully fixed the windshield wiper fluid, we still can only have this much fluid before it's leaking out the top. We also haven't fixed the four-wheel drive, even though we've done a ton of work to both. And even at that, I think there was something else that we did. Like, I polished those caps and I haven't even put them on. You know why I haven't put them on? Because the truck is filthy. We painted those fender flares and I haven't put them on because the truck's filthy. So I'm like, how am I gonna wrap this video up on such a bad ending? I haven't fixed, well, shit. I haven't fixed shit. And you know what? You know the conclusion I came to? Perfect is the evil of good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick this stupid motor on and we're gonna see what happens. And no matter what happens, we're gonna wrap this video up by tonight because there's a bajillion more videos that we can make in the future. So all we need to do is get a pair of ratchets and take this one down. All it does is spin off, plug the new one in, see what it does, and to be honest, no matter what it does, we got to stick our drive shaft back on and call it a day, because if this isn't going to fix the full-wheel drive ain't going to get fixed for a minute. Life is like one big lesson. How much can you take? How much can you take all at once? And the more you can take, the more you can do. And that's the point of life. How much of the game do you want to play? Right now, I want all of it. Okay, here it is. Here's our old one. No clue if it's good or bad or what the deal is. I have no clue. Just gonna shove that new one in there and see what happens, I guess. Okay. Huh. It is like pretty dirty. Right now it looks like it's out. This one's in. I don't know. All right, let's go. I'll be amazed if this works. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy. I'm just saying that my expectations are real low right now. Real low. I'm expecting the worst and praying for the best. Let's see what it does. All right. Try 4. Get out! Get out! It went into 4. Get the fuck out. It just went into 4i. Nah. You're joking. No way. It actually went into 4. Did we really fucking fix it? Let's see. Let's feel it. Or wait. Oh, we don't have a front drive shaft. Hold on. Okay, back to 2. Please. Yes! Let's go! Yes! Ooh, boy, let's get that fucking drive shaft in. Ooh, I'm so happy. Let's go. Get out. Oh my God, it actually was the thing we thought it was. You're about to watch my stupid white ass whip this front drive shaft in this truck like nobody's daggone business. Are you ready, boys? We just gotta shove this back in. We gotta put these bolts back in. And then I think I got a new clip over here that'll go. And we're about to be good. Let's go. Yep, this clip right here from the junkyard. Ooh, I'm so excited. Get the front drive shaft popped in. Let's see here. All right. Let's go. All right, well, my stupid phone got hot, but I went ahead, I buttoned up the front drive shaft. I got that in. Put that skid plate back on. Let's see it, man. Let's see it. So, right now, we are in park. We should be in regular two-wheel drive right now. So let's feel. Yes. That feels normal. So far, so good. We're in neutral. Okay, there we go. Huh. Kind of hear some clicking and clacking. I'm suspicious. I'm not hearing that transfer case doing anything. No, that's 4 low. Okay, all right, well, whatever. Sheesh. All right, that is definitely 4 low. All right, let's stop messing around. Let's pop her back in 2 high. All right, man. I'm satisfied. I'm happy. I don't want to mess with this thing any more than that. All right, it works. We fixed it. Holy smokes. That is awesome. Well, you know what, guys? I think that I'm gonna take it as a sign. I'm happy. I don't even remember last time something actually worked when I thought it was gonna work. I'm so satisfied that this video, we gotta wrap it up. We gotta wrap it up. We got a few more things we need to do on what we were working on today, but I don't even care. We're gonna call it right here while everything's working and we fixed something. The full wheel drive is now fixed. I'm satisfied. All right, so in some upcoming videos, we'll put those wheel caps on. We'll figure out what's going on with the windshield wiper reservoir. Figure everything out, I promise, guys, I promise. But this video is long gone on. I need to get edited. I need to do a lot of other stuff. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Shout out to that car jumper. Shout out to the company that sent me that. I'm going to put it in the description below. It actually helped me out a lot while I was working on the truck because I kept killing it, and it actually, you know, started it. So shout out to them, link in bio, and I appreciate you guys. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Have a great night.